For the past 3 years of my life, I have lived most of my days either in the gym or closed off in my room by myself. And this has had a lot of impact on me, both negative and positive. And this all started back when I was in college during my freshman year. I felt like a loser because of a relationship, actually. It was a relationship that wasn't official. It was a situationship. And if you're unfamiliar with what a situationship is, it's essentially when you're pursuing somebody and they don't want you. But they're still entertaining you. So like they're still giving you attention, affection, but they don't want you in a relationship. And basically the way I visualize it is that you're pursuing them and they're running away and periodically stopping to let you catch up, but just before you can catch them and have them, they keep running again. And that's kind of how I felt during this situationship that basically lasted pretty much the second half of my freshman year of college. And I felt like a loser because I put up with this behavior. I let somebody manipulate me, be toxic to me, and basically just caused me a lot of mental distress during my freshman year. And this ultimately caused me to feel like a really low-value man. That caused me to go on my self-improvement journey, which is what caused me to start being alone and in isolation. And when I did this, I mean, it was really, really hard on me for the most part. Obviously, there was some positive stuff, but I mean, I had people making fun of me for going to the gym, for working, for like the most basic stuff. Like people would make fun of me for tracking macros. Somebody called me a wannabe alpha male one time because I tracked my macros and went to the gym 6 times a week. A fitness journey, physique goals. People would make fun of me for stuff like that, and it was literally just because I was so isolated on my journey and so focused that people couldn't help but make fun of it. Girls made fun of me, which was literally the biggest reason why I started my journey, was to become a high-value man, to attract a really good woman because of the situationship that I'd been on. But girls started making fun of me on social media and friend groups. It was very treacherous. And I lost basically almost every friend that I made freshman year of college when I went on this journey, because I stopped hanging out with people and I stayed regimented on my routine. And just to get like a really good taste of what this routine looked like, I would wake up at 5:30 a.m., go to the gym, and work all day, either going to class at college or working on side hustles or meal prepping. And I had hardly any entertainment for close to 10 months during my sophomore year of college. I didn't watch YouTube or short form content or go to concerts or watch movies for 10 months. And I did that routine where I just worked all day and slept, and that was it for 10 months. And I did continue the self-improvement journey in isolation up until the end of college, basically for the past 3 years. But I mean, this was treacherous, and it was as bad as it sounded. I pretty much lost pretty much every social skill that I had, and lost basically every friend I had made. And at this point in my life, my social skills declined so bad that there was no chance of me getting a girlfriend like I had wanted. And I just kept leaning into this self-improvement journey, even though it felt so damaging. And the main problem was because I was yearning for external validation and making money, getting a high-value woman, and achieving a bunch of external stuff. And I didn't try to focus on growing internally and developing a passion for the pursuit of life. And that was one of my biggest downfalls during this journey. And that was one of the biggest negative effects from me locking in isolation on the self-improvement journey. And I realized that the typical self-improvement lifestyle is dangerous because so many young men and women are falling into the same trap that I fell into. And that's why I'm making this video, to tell you that if you're feeling like a loser because of something happening to you in your life, and you feel like you need to become a high value person, self-improvement is great if you do it right. Only if you do it right. And by doing it right, I literally mean just developing internal growth and developing a passion for just the journey of life and the pursuit of our existence. That's self-improvement. Not trying to gain the external stuff like money, a really good partner, etc. Because if you focus on internal growth and having a passion for the pursuit and loving just working, that internal stuff will happen as a byproduct automatically. So this is something that I wish I knew on my self-improvement journey that I had started in college, and I wish I knew this before I started isolating myself, because I think I would have been able to achieve a lot more and keep a lot of the valuable friendships that I had made in college and been able to enjoy my life in the process. So keep that in mind with you and just ask yourself, how can I enjoy life and the passion of the pursuit of life and grow internally while also enjoying my life? Answer that question for yourself, and I think you'll have your proper, correct self-improvement journey. That's something I wish I knew 3 years ago. Thank you for watching.